Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Panache Loretta in the hot new cobalt blue color. I've been wanting to try this bra for several months now, but I had to wait patiently for this beautiful new fashion color to debut. I had heard that it is based on the Andorra frame, or at least something similar, and the Panache Andorra is one of my favorite bras, so I had high expectations. Now, I usually take a 30 double H to J cup in the Andorra, so I decided to go for the double H for this particular style, and it fits great. Let's start with the band. The band itself feels very similar actually to Panache's other style, the Jasmine. It's very firm, it doesn't have quite as much stretch to it as some of the other styles I've tried, and I like this feature because I feel like it really anchors to the body and it stays put throughout the day as I move. The cup size on this was also perfect. It is laying nice and flat here at the top. It's not digging in. Now, if I do move my arms a little bit in kind of a weird, awkward way, I will get a little bit of gaping, but seeing as how I don't make that movement probably at all, I don't consider that a problem. The reason why it happens in the first place is just because this fabric here at the very top of the cup is not very flexible. So it lays perfectly flat while I'm standing still, but when I make, certain movements, it does move away from the body a little bit. I don't think this will be a problem for women who have either equal fullness on top or maybe a little bit more fullness on top of their breasts, but women with bottom-heavy breasts may find that this bra doesn't fit them quite as well as something like the Andorra or the Jasmine would. So keep this in mind if you're trying to order it online. Now, another thing that can sometimes bother me with Panache is their underwires. They often have them sitting too far back on the sides. Now, while the Loretta does sit further back than any of my Freya bras, for example, it doesn't sit too far back to be uncomfortable. If I turn to the side here, you can see that it does sit here on my rib cage, which I would prefer to sit a little bit further inward, but it's actually not very uncomfortable at all. It's actually really comfortable. In the center here, the underwire is laying nice and flat. This particular style I feel is a little more coverage than maybe the Jasmine, but on par with the Andorra. So it sits a little higher towards the center. This gives me really good separation and anchorage throughout the day. The cups themselves are more straight across, so this is definitely more of a true balconette style. And again, I feel like this is more of a moderate to full coverage style. It's not going to be as low as some of the other styles out there, but it's also not quite as high as something like the Panache Tango bra, just to give you a little bit of perspective. Now, the materials on this one are really nice. It has a fully adjustable strap, which is great for customizing the fit to your body. The entire cup is basically made of this really soft double layer mesh. So this feels good against the skin, but it's also really supportive. It's giving a lot of lift from the bottom, and the mesh itself isn't super flexible either, so it's not allowing the weight of my breasts to kind of push it downward. I'm getting a lot of lift and support. They also use this really cool embroidery at the top and along the band. It's actually kind of like an Asian fan print. I know it's a little difficult to tell from the video, but that's what they were going for. And it's a little unique, I think, in lingerie, because typically we see a lot of lace or floral embroidery. So this is kind of a quirky difference. Now, I would obviously be remiss if I didn't mention this beautiful cobalt color. Cobalt is one of my personal favorite colors because I feel like it has the right mix of saturation that allows it to look beautiful on so many skin tones. And the idea with this one, I think, is that it really stands out in your lingerie wardrobe. It's not black, it's not your basics, it's not even one of the standard colors you often see lingerie in, like purple or red. And those are great colors, of course, but sometimes it's nice to just break out and get something that's a little bit unique and a little more different. And this Cobalt Loretta definitely fits the bill. Overall, I really like this bra. I definitely decided to keep it. It's great underneath clothing as well because there aren't as many details going on. This mesh is very fine, so it really doesn't show any kind of texture. The embroidery is pretty flat, so this is again a bra that you would get a lot more versatility under clothes. I really like the support and I like the anchorage. I know that this is a bra that I can move around in all day without worrying about whether or not I need to readjust or whether I'm not going to feel comfortable. And again, this band is really nice and firm. And I really appreciate that in a bra because I feel like that makes it much easier to get a longer lifespan out of the bra than if they use a lot of stretchy materials. So overall, I'm very satisfied with this bra. I would give it a solid A. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email sophisticatedpear@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the other videos in our YouTube channel and stay up to date with all the latest information from our blog, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you.